Welcome, everybody. Welcome, sorry. Welcome all. Welcome to the Chill Vibes stream, as it says to my left. Um, I know this looks different. Hi, Hope. Do me a favor before we dive into it today. Share the stream out. It's just easy enough. That way we all sit, we all hang here, we all chill. Let me do one thing, Hope, before we get started. So as you can tell, I have a green screen now. So I'm still learning it, so forgive me. That's this little, I think that's the little blip here that you're seeing. I have done everything in my power to chroma key out properly, and I just haven't got there yet. So trying to manage like 3 separate scenes has been a pain in the butt. But welcome. I am feeling a heck of a lot better than I did yesterday, and I didn't mean to worry or alarm everybody, especially after the big, Rona scare that I had the week prior. Um, it fully came down to a case of I woke up with a bad sinus headache, and if you know me, you know I have terrible sinuses forever, and it just wouldn't go away. And after I took some medicine at like 6, 7 o'clock, I was feeling better, but all the gunk that was kicked into my head was coming out, and I felt gross, and it was like I just need to rest. So I do apologize deeply. I hope y'all can forgive me for not having um, the stream last night. I did feel really terrible about not streaming, but when I look at it from the perspective of just like it's me, I still have to take care of. Um, it just seemed like the better alternative. So again, I do apologize for that, but we're here. We're good. I am feeling a heck of a lot better, like I said. So we're gonna get into it. I'll switch over to the game in a minute. We are gonna continue. My goal, hopefully, for the game is to just go through this week's events. So the Halloween stuff we'll get to. Yeah, Isaac, where the heck are you? I mean, I'm a little sad. He's probably upset at me that I'm not playing Five Nights at Freddy's. Um, but it is what it is. So, but that's okay. That's okay. So forgive me if I kind of look awkward on here because I'm still trying to figure out this green screen and how to stream properly. You would have thought I would have learned how to do it in, 7+ months of uh, online stuff. Um, but that's okay. So, are we ready? Y'all want to get into it? Better before my Switch falls asleep on me. Okay. So, somebody will have to tell me what corner of like the screen is like the best one um for the Switch or for Animal Crossing. I can never know. I'm going to put myself in the bottom right. Yes, bottom right. I'm going to do that right. That's right. I think I remember now. So we're gonna get into it. Oh no, that's Teddy. I do have the date set properly, so we will do time skips properly. So don't worry about that. I'm actually gonna move camera real quick. So hang on. Oh, that's why I can't do that. God, never mind. Forgot. I have to really redo my setup in here. um, and I apologize for running just a tad bit late. I had a phone call that I had to take just before the stream, and I had just gotten off the phone not that long ago. So this is the same day where we left off, if I timed it right. Oh, hey, I need headphones so I can hear the Animal Stream, or the Animal Crossing music. There we go. So yes, I still want to fully apologize if I seem like Miss Isaac. Yeah, where is he? He's not even cool enough to look at the update. What the heck, Isaac? He's missing me and my green screened goodness. Hey, money tree. Do I have? Ooh, I think we'll get a money tree. I am embarrassed actually how long it took me to figure out how money trees work because it just took me way too long. Like I said, I am truthfully embarrassed on how long that took me to work. But enough about me. Hope, how are you? How has your week been? It has been a while since we have talked. Since I think last Sunday's stream. I don't think I streamed any time between then. If I did, I forgot. Not currently thriving, to be honest. Oh, hope that's not the vibe we're going for. You're supposed to be thriving always? Don't you know how that works? I'm kidding. I'm sorry you're not currently thriving. I know this week probably isn't going to be the easiest, regardless of what happens. And yeah, I don't know where my mentality is right now with the election and all that chaos. If that's why you are not currently thriving, I don't want to assume that. Yeah, yeah. This year's. I don't even want to talk about this year. I've had enough of 2020. But cool news is that we are 2 months away from 2021, and I pray, and I have been praying, and will continue to pray, as I hope you do. And I forgot to do the shovel strat, so apologies on that. That we just can survive the next 2 months without any hitches, and then thrive. That 2021 is the year of. A lot of people are calling like 2020, and I'll kind of admit to this. 2020 has been like a year of reflection. I think 2021 should be called the year of redemption, because we are going to redeem everything that was taken away from us, and we will thrive like we've never thrived before. So, but I am sorry. I got country on you. Got that southern comfort. I am sorry that school is hard, and I know band probably hasn't been the easiest. I know it, band hasn't been the easiest this year. So I am sorry to hear all that. Sorry. Weirdest thing. I just heard some taps behind me, or behind my green screen, and I don't know if it's my neighbors or not, because my window's like right there. And if it is, cool. If it's not, I'm spooked. How'd the reverse parade go? And honestly, though, that is not bad. That is not a bad idea. Just to throw yourself into the Christmas season. That is exactly where my mentality has been. I am just trying to keep the holiday spirit up and thriving. I'm not gonna say it's the easiest, and I know it's not, but pretty good. Like half my turn didn't show up. Well, that was a nice of your section not to show up. But although with the way you've said Mufara hands out instructions, it doesn't surprise me at the same time. But I'm glad you still had a good time. Um, but yeah, don't don't be afraid to just sit and thrive in the Christmas season. I mean, I don't care if you need a 10-hour remix or 10 hour. Sure. I'm pretty sure just going to focus. Yeah, it is. I mean, I would say it is. We look at what 2020 has done to us and are just like, Christmas is good, right? Christmas is good still. Are we canceling Christmas? Um, so just getting yourself enveloped in that, and it's not like the Christmas season has a bad philosophy behind it. or the Christmas season is just full of like negative things that it's like it's gonna make 2020 worse. No, I mean the Christmas season is about giving and love and joy and peace and happiness. And what better remedy to 2020 than all of that? So I wouldn't say it's a I would say it's a trauma response, but to be honest with you, at this point, who cares? Just live your best life. Put on Mariah Carey 24-hour playlist or 24-hour video of All I Want for Christmas Is You, and just bop. Just bop, go ham, enjoy yourself, live life, and do you. There's Mark's advice for the day. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I need a picture. Get over here. We need a filter. Oh, dramatic. The war-torn hero that Bob is. Yes, and that's exactly where my brain is too. I can't wait. Worship design team is actually is in the middle of planning for Christmas right now, so I can't wait to see what we're gonna do. I don't know what that'll be. I don't know what that'll be yet, but I can't wait to see what we're gonna do because the theme we currently have is like really good, um, and it is exciting. Um, there's some extra stuff we're gonna look at and kind of research to see what we're gonna do, and then start thinking about how we can do Advent 2020. You know, still do it effectively, even though it's 2020. Whatever we're gonna do, though, we're gonna do it right. We're gonna take it safe and do everything too, and hopefully that still means we get to have indoor church of some form, and yeah. So, but enough about dwelling on the crap that is life, um, because we don't need that. We don't need that kind of ish in our life right now. Um, but did I not get over here? Yeah. So yeah, so part of what I wanted to do Saturday too. I hope I don't know if you know this. You might know this. If you, and those who I guess are watching later on the VOD or just peeping in and out. Those that know me know I'm not that big of a Halloween guy. I don't celebrate. I woke up today and had cocoa while I watched the first one. That sounds like a straight vibe, and I love it. I almost, if I found some worship or not worship. Oh gosh, ingrained in my brain. If I found some worship, if I found some Christmas royalty-free playlist, I would have played that in the background instead of just my normal like chill lo-fi playlist. Just because like I don't care. We're gonna listen to Christmas music if we want. And fun fact, I actually did a blog series. I actually just finished writing it for the end of this year. That is breaking down like all kinds of Christmas music, or all kinds of Christmas music. I would consider one of them like I would consider it more holiday music because it includes songs for Thanksgiving, but it is Christmas music mostly. But that sounds like a straight vibe. I was afraid. I almost thought about putting Christmas music on for the prelude today, but I was afraid people would throw like pitchforks at me if I did so, and I just don't want to take the risk of that yet. So we'll see. Okay, I gotta do something real quick. Hold on. Okay. Sorry. I got tired of like scrunching my back the way I was, trying to look at the camera and you guys, but I couldn't angle it right because my green screen setup isn't the best. Um, it's different when I record because I can do it from my laptop, but I stream from my desktop. So I told myself I had to clean my room before I put up my tree, but Loki just want to do it now. Do it. I mean, honestly, I thought about this week or next week to take my metal Christmas tree that I got from the bazaar last year and put that up. Whether I do it here at home or in my office, I don't know yet. I'm probably gonna do it in my office, but yeah, no, do it. Don't don't hesitate. Whatever is the way I look at it now, and especially this week, just whatever's gonna keep you in a positive vibe, just do it. You need to surround yourself with that kind of goodness instead of not. So, yeah, you have my permission if that's what you needed. I thought I cleaned up this island. I didn't realize I didn't. I think part of me also wants to redo part of my office as the recording studio, but do it with the green screen. The issue here is I just don't have a lot of room to do it, and I think, truthfully, I think that might be because of my desk. Well, that and my bed. Because I have an L desk, and just because, you know, I'm a nerd and runs 4 screens. So I need that extra space. But otherwise, like, I just don't have the room with this current setup, and I just changed it not that long ago to kind of one of those like depression rearranges. Was like, I need to do something that's productive, and you know, it's changed my room around. But I really need to change it again because I hate how it's set up now. I mean, I don't mind. I do like it, but now that I'm recording from home and streaming a heck of a lot more, it's just not conducive for streaming purposes. So, I don't know when that change will be. It might be next weekend. Who knows? But, I wanted to, or part of what I wanted to talk about Saturday, when I streamed was why I got so, like, heavily fixated on doing something Halloween related. Really? This is you. Because if you know me, you know I don't do Halloween. I don't dress up. I don't celebrate it. It's just another day to me, and, you know, call me what you want because of it. I just don't. It's just not a vibe for me. And there's a story behind, well, there's part of it. It's part of the reason. Anymore, it's become the majority reason. But it's part of the reason why I don't. And if you're down to hear about it, it's a longish one. But if you're down to hear about it, let me know, and then I will tell it. We can have story time with Mark. I have a fossil. Oh, I didn't know. Cess fossil. A fossil. Tell the story, bro? Alright. So, if you didn't know, I was my grandpa's caregiver for a short period of my life. in the summer of 20, no, springish summer, probably like June of 2014, my grandpa had fallen and couldn't get up, and we called an ambulance. They took him in. I can't remember what they fully diagnosed him with, but he was in a he was in a rehab center for a short period of time. But the doctors had told us that he wasn't um, able to take care of himself anymore. He needed 24-hour care. So me at the time, I was um, out of school. I wasn't working yet. I was doing some volunteer stuff, but wasn't working, didn't have a job. So I thought, all right, I'll try it. Because we were worried about costs and all that kind of crap. Then I did it. Long story short, with that, after a couple months of a lot of house renovations, and when I mean a lot, it was I had to tear up carpet. Had to call and schedule guys to come in and refinish it. I had to repaint ceilings. I had to get my room set up, move all my stuff in, because I had to stay there for 24/7 care. And long story short, did it, and here we are. I think it was shortly after my birthday is when it finally got done. So, yeah, 19 and now a caregiver. Wahoo! No, I wouldn't change anything for the world regarding it. But it started off okay. When we got into like September, October, he started declining a lot. He was falling a lot more. He just wasn't taking care. He wasn't. He wasn't in the best condition. We'll phrase it that way. So, come Halloween night, which is funny. It's funny in the sense because it happened on the same day. Obviously Halloween doesn't change dates, but it happened on the same day this year. Um, oh, okay. Um, he had fallen like 3 times that day. It was once in like the afternoon, once in the evening, and once like late night, like 10:30. And you can tell how much of I don't want to call it scar, but how much of an impression it left on me because of how easily I can remember that. And I had to. So it was after the 10:31. I heard him fall out of bed, so I had to rush in. I couldn't get him up, so I called my mom, and she came over and helped out. And it was 11 o'clock at night by the time I think we got him back into bed. And she looked at me and said, "You want me to stay a little bit?" And no, and I got it, and I told her, "Go ahead and go home." So she said, "Okay, well, just call us again if you need it." Okay. So, with it being Halloween night though, and it weirdly enough, and I did not put the two together until now. It was windy like this. I can't remember if it was windy last night, but it was windy like this. I mean, severely windy. And it's an older house, so it had branches that was right outside my bedroom window, and it would hit the window every so often. So me being paranoid, the paranoid baby like I am, worrying about him getting up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom and falling again, and then that I didn't sleep with. Like, darn. It was like 2:30 by the time I went to bed. And I woke up to a loud thud at 6:30 to find him sprawled out in front of my bedroom door at, like, I think I said 6:30. And he ended up falling and hitting the back of his head and cutting it. So I called the ambulance again. They came out, rushed him to the hospital, and they asked, can you go with him? Or do you want me to go with him? And so me, at 19, hoodie, pajama pants. I don't think I had socks on. I think I just threw shoes on. Hopped in the front of the ambulance and sped to Genesis. And long story short, he ended up with a brain bleed due to stuff. Oh, hold on. What's up? I heard you were getting stuff together for a shop. That's right. Ha, knew it. Well, thanks for doing your perfect. No. Oh, I got an idea. If you gather stuff for a shop, you might want this. So I figured out how to make a shovel from the awesome. Oh, cool. Pretty good tools recipe. Oh, cool. Cool. Buried in shovels in no time. So yeah, long story short, he ended up with a brain bleed due to blood thinners that I didn't know he was taking. Which I still kind of hold a gripe over because I remember the doctor saying that he wasn't supposed to be taking them, but yet he was still prescribed them. And I didn't know he was taking them, and I was the one that was filling his pills. So there was part of me that had this like long-lasting, like I don't want to call it almost residual, but this long-lasting guilt that like, oh god, this is all my fault and all that. That has since came and gone. I'm not gonna say that it's fully left because I still get swaths of guilt feeling like that, but ever since then though, Halloween has been this just huge moment of like grief and sadness and fear and and that's part of the main reason anymore why I don't celebrate it was because of that. Now that story is over, so Mark, why did you want to push so hard this year? Part of me was like, obviously 2020 has just outright sucked. And instead of dwelling on additional grief on top of the already interlaced grief that was in my life, instead of just sitting on that and dwelling on that, oh shoot, I don't have any medicine. I don't have a net, do I? Oh, can I run into the house? Will they not catch me if I run into the house? Oh shoot. So I passed out. Cool. So instead of not like letting the grief layer on itself, I just decided to be like, you know what? Let's just try to have a good time. Like I mentioned, 2020 has just outright sucked this year. So instead of dwelling on all that, let's just have a good time. Excuse me. Let's just have a good time with it. We try some different things, see what happens, see what works for people, what doesn't work for people. And just, like I've held with the mantra of doing these videos and streams, like, I just want to, make people forget about the crap that is the outside world and just relax, have a good time. That's why I've called these streams the chill vibe streams, because we need some of that chill vibes right now. And yeah, so that is truthfully why I went so hard on Halloween this year, because I just was tired of. I guess I was just tired of feeling bad for myself or feeling pity for myself. I wanted that time just to be celebratory, and I will say that the 3 streams we got to do were fun. The spooky ghost stories one. Then we looked at cringy music, and then the chill vibe streams kind of came from that. And then we kind of, then we did the spooky house of jump scares, which I was a big baby for, and only played an hour or a half hour of a 2-hour stream. Then we played Fall Guys, and that was fun. And it just all this has actually gotten to the point where I can just like seriously just chill, and gives me the ability, I don't want to say like to do what I want, but it gives me the ability just to be like, I get to do stuff that I'm happy about, and I love this. I love just hanging out with you guys and just chilling, just doing stuff like this. It has been the most fun and the most fulfilling content that I have made yet. Because... Oh. Okay, sorry. Kind of makes you think if you it was just your back. That is a good point. It does, yeah, that does make me wonder now. And like I said, normally I'm kind of just like this laissez-faire, like I really don't care about Halloween. I think what it was, part of the reason why I didn't feel well yesterday as well is because I stuffed myself with lunch. My body was just rejecting all the food I ate. because, as you might have saw, I was at the church handing out shoeboxes, which we handed out between yesterday and today, we handed out a ton of shoeboxes. I think half of them are gone now. So we'll have a good response. But I had ordered Wendy's for lunch, and I don't know if you saw, they got this new pretzel bun burger. That is so good. But I not only ate that, and this burger was that big, and it's got beer cheese and onion and bacon, and so good. And plus I made it a double, so that didn't help much. Plus I had the beer pub fries, which were so good too. And then I had to get some chicken nuggies too, because I hadn't had Wendy's chicken nuggies in 5 ever. And then on top of that, I had my mom and my sister went to Frankenmuth to do some Christmas shopping. I was like, can you give me some Butterhorns? If you haven't had the Butterhorns from the Frankenmuth bakery, you are not vibing. And I had that and ate 3 of them, with lunch. So my body was just you're killing me slowly. So that's when I was like, I just need to nap. I need to sleep this off. I was thinking, well, I was going to take a later nap anyway, so that way I can, stay up and stream and not worry about it. But my sinuses were so gunked up too. That was a major reason. I took some congestion meds and my body unloaded all the snot I think that was there. And after a couple good sneezes, I got rid of everything. Which, sorry, TMI, I know, but I could. But that is an interesting thought. If there's some residual, kind of that residual feelings from Halloween, it could have been, but I'm trying not to, one of the things my therapist and I have worked on, is trying not to let past worry and all that just weigh so heavily. Obviously I just want to focus one day at a time, and I swear I've done a way better job at that anymore. This week might be a little bit stressful, but I'm streaming, if we include today, it depends on when you start it. So if we include today, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 streams this week. And plus the IG Lunch Rush, plus the 30-second scripture on Snapchat, plus the Sunday School one. So, I mean, there's a lot going on this week. Plus I have 3 meetings and all that. And it is what it is, but I've survived it before. And I'm not saying it as a way to pity for me. No, it's just kind of one of those things that just is. And I forgot my thought. I don't know where I was going with that, to be honest with you. Not a clue. It left. The train left the station on that one. Yeah. What was I? Where was I going with that? My gosh, my old age is showing again. I don't know where I was seriously going with that. That is both funny and scary all at the same time. Blame it on the Red Bull I'm drinking. And yes, I'm drinking Red Bull at 8 o'clock at night. Come at me. But, my gosh, I have lost every thought that was in my head. Oh, what was I talking about? What was the leading part of that conversation? Because I think that'll help, but everything else is just gone. I mean, I know what I was talking about, so I can continue where I left off, but I don't know what the point of what I was talking about is. Is it 30 iron too? Because I know I don't have... There's no way I'll get 30 iron. I'm going to have to time skip that. Was it 30 iron or 30 rock? Couldn't tell you, man. Thanks. Oh well. I know I was talking about content. Oh well. It is what it is. Oh, I was talking about the bit. Well, I know I was talking about the bit. Oh well. Forget it. I'm gonna drive myself crazier than I already am trying to remember it. Oh, I'm blaming it on the Red Bull. Can we just get like a parody of Blame It by Jamie Foxx and T-Pain, but instead of blaming it on Patron, it's blaming it on Red Bull? If I could get that, that would be wonderful. Thank you. So I need more softwood and wood. Wood. Yeah, so what I'm doing right now is just getting the materials I need to build up Timmy and Tommy's shop. So that's why I'm just like, I'm farming in a sense, that's why. I seriously want to talk about whatever I was talking about, but there's no point to it. Oh well. So yeah, but that is why I was doing... Sorry, don't worry about it. As you can tell, my brain is scattered as well. So don't... I'm not mad. I'm frustrated with myself for not remembering, but that's just because I am such a verbal diarrhea talker that stuff spews out and there could be no point to it, but there's a good flow in there somewhere. So don't worry about it. I just pick it up again. So, yeah, and that's why I was super excited to take the couple days off from not doing the Zoom call too. It's just like November's got some really cool stream ideas coming up, and the lesson planning for you guys too. I know we're in the middle of like the Truth or Dare Revisited series, but that series has been so fun to rewrite and go back to, and Hope, I'm going to let you be the deciding factor on this. So if you remember, and you might not, but the Truth or Dare series is stacked into 2 parts. So the first part kind of like defines everything, and the second part applies it. I was initially going to do it all in one 11-week span, but do you think it'd be good, I should say, to break it up into 2 separate series? And I'll finish this part up first, and then we come back after another series and do the second part. Because we wrap up this series on 2 Wednesdays from now. I'm on part 4, so yeah, 2 Wednesdays from now. And there's a lot of cool series out there. I'll break it up, man. Okay. Yeah, because there's a series I wanted to do. I was going to do with Sunday school videos before I canceled them. Called Best Year Ever, and I wanted to use it at the end of this year as a preparation for next year. And I think it will fit the time span. So, and obviously we'll probably still take I'll do some Friday streams or some Sunday streams too, but we'll probably take the same time off like we would normally. Around Christmas and New Year. So, like we are for Thanksgiving. No, we're not. I was thinking we were, but we're not. There's no Friday stream, but the Wednesday stream will be there. But yeah, there's one that's called Best Year Ever that I really want to touch on that and just help us get to a point where it's 2021 is going to be our best year ever. We're going to thrive and vibe and do everything in our power not to let this next year go to waste. And not to say that we should let this year go to waste either, but you get what I mean. So get ready for that then in 3 weeks. So cool, 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 cool. And we did get a lot of donations in today for the Christmas Dollar Tree boxes. Which also, before I forget, when we're gonna do a Zoom call on the 13th as a game night. I think we'll either play Among Us or I'll try and do some Jackbox Party Pack or Cahoots or something. We'll do something. Um, but not knowing what's going to happen with Rona is very scary. It is, and the optimistic mindset isn't going to hurt anything in all truthful honesty, and I don't want you to. It's going to sound sucky, and I apologize for how, I guess, cliched this will sound. Um, I don't want you to live in the fear of COVID. Yes, it's a very serious thing, and yes, we all still need to do our part to make sure it doesn't get worse than how we're already handling it. But live. I mean, that's why I mentioned like the one day at a time philosophy. Yes, it's me. It works for me, and it might not work for everybody else, and I fully understand that. And I'm not trying to put anybody down that deals with it. But you just kind of have to operate with that flow of just like we're taking this one day at a time, no matter what. We'll leave KK joins on. We're going to take this one day at a time. We're going to do the best we can with what we're dealt with, and that's just going to be the end of it. Because what may help at the end of the day is remember that we've all been dealt different hands during this virus. Like a lot of pastors will say, and I'm like even I have said, we're all going through the same storm. We're just not all in the same boat. And that is a very truthful statement. We're all going through the virus together. We're just not all responding to the virus in the same way, good or bad. And we just have to remember that we have to take one day at a time doing the best we can. If you get up and, need to go somewhere, you just keep yourself distance and sanitize and hand wash and all that, and you do the best you can. And if at the end of the day, if you can go to bed with thinking that I did the best I can to keep me and others safe through this pandemic, then your job is done. Go to bed feeling confident about it. And if you think there's other things I can do, then just learn and say, hey, I didn't sanitize like I probably should have, and I put me or others at risk or whatever. Then you just kind of learn. Don't beat yourself up for thinking that you're not handling it properly when you've never handled it before. This is new to all of us, and I think we're just not giving both ourselves and others a lot of grace to just, I don't want to say to just mess up, but just how to handle it. So when it comes to next year already, and it's scary to me that we're already in November, for pretty soon it'll be, at least for me, when all this started, it'll be almost month 8 of this pandemic. But just do the best you can. And keep that optimism, and pray. Pray for yourself, your family, your friends, your loved ones, bandmates, teachers, school, and, other students, classmates, church members, and just be in constant prayer. Shoot. Oh, I have a net now. I need the shop because I need medicine. Happen again. Oh yeah, just be kind to yourself and don't, be very cautious with how much social media you take in, because that does not make this any easier. And I know it might be a little awkward. I was wondering that. Oh, I can buy medicine. I can buy medicine from the tent now? Oh, I thought that was just a Nook shop thing. Why did I think that? Because I think I knew that now. I'm frustrated. Oh well. What's for sale? Oh, it's all right here. I knew I was missing stuff. Oh, I'm upsetty. And there's all the DIY. Thank you, Hope. Um, but yeah, so just be kind to yourself. You know, limit your social media, meditate, calm more, pray more. You know, pick up on hobbies, do some reading. You know, social distance with your friends, all that kind of stuff. It's all doable. Yes, it sucks by every stretch of the word, but until this passes, and it will pass, whether we believe it or not, it will pass. It's part of what also has me kind of, I don't want to say solidified in my faith about it is, you know, God has won the war, you know, and this disease will bow to God in the end, you know, and it's gonna be a rough patch because we as humans are trying to interject our own way of handling it. And I'm not saying God caused this, nor did God create all the U.S. response to it. And I'll say U.S. response because a lot of other countries are handling this better than we are. Um, we just think too much on it. And I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's hard. I'm not saying God caused this. I'm saying that God will get us through this. You know, God doesn't cause the evil, but He wrings out the good through the evil. And I don't know. I don't know honestly where I was going with that. There was a lot I was like, I knew I should talk about, but was like, point is just non-existent. There we go. I feel better. Um, but yeah. So just be kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Just yeah. That's all I'm saying on that. But yeah, hopefully, like I said, hopefully 2021 will be a year of redemption after this year of reflection. Isaac's here! About time, boy. Where have you been? Would you miss? We've just been reflecting. I've just been vibing. Talked about some stuff and other stuff, and then we talked about virus stuff, and here we are. I am glad you made it, though. How have you been? How's your week been? Sold! Oh, it didn't. Ah, stupid Facebook. It's been an okay week. Anything good happen this week? Cool. How was it? I miss Big Boy. I haven't been there. Oh, I haven't been there since the pandemic, obviously. Why all dark wood? I don't need dark wood. That's good. My gosh, 2 trees and 5 dark wood. I don't need dark wood. Spoder! Catching you, Spoder. Haha! I popped a Spoder. Well, I'm glad you had a good week, Isaac, and I apologize, truthfully, for not streaming yesterday. I had a bad sinus headache that would not go away all day. And by the time I was getting ready to stream, I just wasn't. I was feeling better, but I just wanted to take the rest of the night just to rest. So, I truly apologize. But I am going to hold on to the idea of using the Five Nights at Freddy's stuff as like a Nightmare Before Christmas stream series. Maybe we'll do it as a stream series. You know, we'll do Five Nights at Freddy's one night, and then 2 the next night, 3 the following, or whatever. But I don't know. I'm really liking that idea. And I guess I just kind of want to stay true to it. So we will see. Man, excuse me, sorry. Am I eligible for the backpack expansion? Wasn't that only like 2,500 myth miles? I'll find that out, because as soon as I get this backpack expansion, the better. And actually, you know what? I think I'm going to go to 10:30 tonight, because I got started late. And as quick as I'm moving, I want to be sure that I cover all nights like I said I'm going to. Hope's been quiet. I think Hope's working on homework if I'm not mistaken. So don't quote me on that. You'll have to add her and figure out where she's at. Okay, I'm actually going to take a quick bathroom break real quick. So, oh, you are setting up your tree. Cool. Make sure you send pictures when that tree is done, Missy. That is an order and a demand and a plea. I should be doing that, yes. Yeah. Well. So what I'm going to do is I do have to use the bathroom real quick. So I'm going to create the cinematic shot, and y'all can watch them. Y'all can watch him for a minute as they watch you, and then I have to use the bathroom, so I will be right back. Did I scare y'all? Sorry, couldn't resist that. It's pretty late to stop. It's like for July. He's got a point, but I gotta worry about it. Sorry if I. I don't know why I got so sleepy all of a sudden. Just relax for a minute. Alright. We're back. Oh, start. That's alright. It's not like there hasn't been anything else going on that has kept you from just, you know, all that. Oh, really? It's 5,000? Fine. I can do stuff. So, I'm gonna pause working on getting the shop ready. Once I get the shop done, I'll time skip and move on to the next day. But I got to get this expansion. So what do I need? Shells. I need 6 out of 10 shells. Sell 6 out of 10. I need to sell shells. So 1, 2, 3. Why haven't I planted these apple trees yet? Can somebody tell me why I'm just terrible at this game? Because, like, I feel like I should have planted these apple trees by now. And I haven't. And I feel like I'm dumb. I'm gonna plant some apple trees. Okay, and now we'll plant one right between them. Wait. Okay. Oh, cool. Some Nook Miles. I love those time Nook points. Grab you and you. Ah. And the apple tree. Pen pineapple apple tree. Pen pineapple apple tree. Sorry. Whew. Yeah, my neighbors are crazy. Alright. I didn't even see. Do I have enough Nook Miles? I don't. That's okay. Random facts. I've always been obsessed with those little Christmas villages people build with tiny buildings. I started collecting them last year and it makes me very happy. Hey! Like I said, you do you. I'm glad it makes you happy. Those are cute if it's done right. Like I said, as long as it makes you happy, dope. You do you, boo boo. Like I said, it ain't my cup of tea, but hey, I'm happy for you either way. It ain't my cup of tea. Listen to me as I collect, you know, as you see, is the 2 shelves of die-cast NASCARs sitting over there. And that's only 40% of them. Okay, do I get enough? should be an extra 400. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh hey, since I have the two of you here, hope I am moving forward with the idea of streaming the lessons. The only thing I'm curious about is what time. Aw. Don't cry. You ever played Diablo 3? I have not. I've never been into, or truthfully, I've never been into those types of games. But it's just me. I've never. I didn't grow up playing games like Diablo. I was always the sports gamer. So like Madden and MLB, MVP Baseball, NHL 2K, NBA 2K, NCAA football. I was that guy. So no, I never was. Oh, I'm so thankful for a bigger inventory. Stream at like 5 or something. Yeah, that's an idea. I'm down for that. So if I stream from like 5 to 6 and then Zoom from like 6 to 7, I'd be down for that. Because I do want to Zoom, I guess that we should Zoom this week too, because there's some business items that I do want us to look at and take care of above everything else, so we could do that. I'm down for that. Okay, let's do that then. Alright, I gotta update the new Facebook banner, but yeah, we'll do that. I have no problem with that. And go from there. Go beans. Go bean-a-roonies. Yeah, like I said, there's some business that I need us to start looking at and taking care of and all that. Oh, please let it be 30 rocks instead of 30 iron like I think it is. I just don't remember, and please tell me I have another active rock somewhere. That's the one thing I don't know. I do. Just not because I play with a lot of people, I feel like because I play. Is it? Oh no, don't tell me that, Hope. Why? I was just playing. Yeah, no. I've just never been a Diablo guy. I know about it. It's a good game. I fully understand it. I just don't play it. That's just me. Feel very young. Well, it is that weird part of the internet where gamers can just kind of unite over any age group, which is both safe and dangerous, or both cool, I should say cool and dangerous all at the same time. Okay, fine, you win. I think I might just time skip and see what happens. I wanted to get this done today! I don't think I have any other rocks available to smash. Alright, I'm gonna save it and then we'll time skip real quick. But yeah, so cool. So I won't worry about any of the business stuff until Wednesday. Just to give you guys something to think about, though, we need a on the 13th. I started talking about it and I didn't. We'll do a game night, but I also want us to take some time to pack shoe boxes, and we're gonna do them online. But um, I want us to kind of. I want us to kind of group up together to decide how we pack them. So start thinking about that. And then honestly, start thinking about what we could do as a Christmas fundraiser slash bazaar slash mission project slash whatever term you want to use. I have some ideas, but obviously I want to talk to you guys first before we push through with them. One of them, I will say, does involve a charity live stream. Yeah, iron is not that common early game. I remember that. Later game, we can get iron no problem. Early game, it is as dry as a desert. So, but that's okay. I digress, kind of. But yeah, one of the ideas I have is a charity live stream for Rebecca's Reason, which if you don't know, that is a charity that Isaac, I know your mom helps out with a lot, and Megan works with a lot too. They weren't able to have their they weren't able to do their big fundraiser because of the new COVID restrictions that came from the health department, and I have had it on my heart, and if we don't, if we decide to not do this, I still might do this myself. I want to do like a charity stream for them. I don't know what we'd play or what I'd do or whatever, but I want to do something to help out because I feel bad. Um, I don't feel bad in the sense that it's my fault, but I just want to help out. I don't know why in particular, but God has put it on my heart to be like help them out. And I've had a heart for them a lot this year, and all the work they've still been able to do through the coronavirus pandemic and all that. So yeah. So, but think about that. So your two jobs, shoebox packing and Christmas fundraiser. That's the big business items I want to take care of. Hello everyone, this is Tom Nook. It is 9:17 p.m. on this happy Tuesday, October 27th, 2020. Don't worry, I know it's not that. Cheating. Now for today's news. Oh, would you believe it? Today's news is that there isn't any news. Well, I guess that makes this a rather short news broadcast. That's all for me. Bye. Thanks, Tommy boy. Yeah. So there you go. Go from there. Luna, I am certain many memories of your island are dear to you. What if you could share those memories in the form of a pleasant dream? You can, and it is easy as falling asleep in your bed. Sleep well, Luna. Did she give me a new bed? Because if so, that's dope. I'll be creeping through on October 31st for Halloween, my dear pumpkins. Until then, contemplate this portrait of yours truly, and get to work gathering lots of candy as all good minions should. Jack, the reigning czar of Halloween. So, I will update the trees temporarily then, but I gotta get much more decorations and such. Did you need any of the decorations that you gave to us for our trees at the church? Because I can get them out and, have them ready for you to pick up if you need them. I know where they're at, and I think they're still pretty accessible. I mean, they're in the basement, in the supply room. The only thing I don't know is how much Christmas child donations I've piled in front of them. But I think they're pretty accessible still. Alright, let's go bash on some rocks. Iron, iron, stone. Yeah, can't wait till I get a sturdy axe. Okay, I just wanted to offer. I think I remember you telling me that, but I wanted to offer just in case. And as always, big preach, big papa preach to it. Okay, well I have 30 rocks, so I'll go try to see if they're rocks. I think you're right. I think they are iron, and this grown man might cry. Okay. Yeah, and to be quite frank, I don't know when they're doing Hanging of the Greens, how they're doing Hanging of the Greens. I know nothing about that right now. Yeah, because we'll definitely put up, or I'll at least try to put up our stuff, depending on if we're back in person by that point or not. I will definitely do my best to get it up for us. So really the biggest thing that's needed is I have to clean our classroom. I don't think, and I guess I should have watched how I phrased that. I don't think they're not going to do Hanging to the Greens. I think it will happen. It's just, I don't know how they're going to do it and what all it's going to entail. That is what I meant. I strongly believe that they'll do it. It would be sacrilege, in my opinion, not to decorate the church for Christmas. Like I said, I just don't know how they're going to do it. That's what I meant. I didn't mean to say it like they weren't, because I don't know. How do I rotate? Can I not rotate? I guess I don't need to rotate the table. Well, yes I do. Fine. Okay. Get ready. Cool. Now we have a good bed to sleep in. But yeah, so I don't know, but I will start as far as like decorating our classroom goes. I don't know. Oh, that's the other thing we gotta talk about. Oprah Isaac reminded me to talk about it at the Zoom call too. The basement. I will fully admit to this that the ball hasn't been in my court. Why there hasn't been any progress on this. They're asking me to see who's eligible, who's able to come up to the church and help start chipping some of the paint off, so we can start the process of getting it repainted. They want to do that first, and then take care of the carpeting. That way, any of the paint chips that fall or any of the paint stains that could happen falls on the carpet itself and not on the new tile, which makes sense to me. But I have been completely and utterly just forgetting to talk to you guys about that. So, on me. If you're not available or just don't feel comfortable coming up, I understand. I'll talk to Laura and see what we can do elsewise, but I did want to talk to you guys and get like date, time, and all that start set up at least. So, my fault. I'll take full blame. So, but add that to the list of stuff that I need to talk about. Eligible. It's just if you're like available. Oh That looks dope. I love the rainbow tree. That looks so freaking adorable. I want to show it on stream. I don't care. You can fight me. Look how adorable that is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Isaac, I just mean available. Whoever is available. Oh, is that... What? Wait a minute. There's only... That's it? 30 bucks for that tree? That's awesome. What is it? What do you need? Beech wood. Iron! Small price for pure bliss. Amen. I love it. I love it, Hope. That looks so cool. Alright, so that just means I will get my tree and take it to the church tomorrow, and I will decorate it. And that's it. It's a weekend, Tuesday or Friday. Okay. Well, that's what I want us to talk about, is just getting a date, tangible date set up. So that way I can contact Laura and make sure we get the proper equipment and all that we'll need. Because Pastor wants us to do, our pastor wants us to like have carpenter masks, just in case there's any particles that are resident or residual flown around. And that's the other thing too. And I'm still trying to make sure that it's like a safe environment for you guys. I had Megan go down and look at it. I never go anywhere, so I can come whenever. Okay. I had Megan go down and look at it when I saw her recently, and she really reassured me that there shouldn't be any problems with it. And because of that, I feel a lot comfortable. I know she has very well versed in all that, and to get that kind of that third eye perspective of it all made me feel a heck of a lot better. So, ooh, that's cute. So let me. I have a staff meeting tomorrow. Let me double check with Pastor on what she wants us to have, so that way I can contact Laura and all that. I'll try and get something. I don't want to make promises I can't keep though. I'll try and get something set up, and then we'll kind of just go from there. Because I think what's going to happen is the ball is just going to be in my court until I set something up. Or as usual, until I have to make the decision. Which drives me nuts because I hate decision making. But I'll try and get something going soon. That way we can start making some progress. But yeah, just update with that. That's on my court. Laura and I have talked about that for already asleep. That is 9:30. That's what happens when you get old. Never mind. I bit my lip as soon as I said it. But yeah. So, and oh yeah, I wanted to talk about like some of the stream ideas I have coming from November. So one of the more interesting streams that I'm doing is actually this Tuesday night. No, don't, Hope, don't, don't, don't. I would, I it was not my initial intention. It just happened with what I said. No, don't, Hope, don't. No, don't. I thought we were bros. Don't. It just was a slip of the tongue. I was gonna call myself old, too. I was just gonna say that's what happens when you get older. Older. That's what I was gonna say. Isaac, she doesn't need your peer pressure. I know, that's why I don't want you to say anything. Don't hope, don't hope, I didn't mean it. Oh, okay. I mean, if she be, I'll let you be the final judge. If she's cool with it, then whatever, I guess. If she's not, then don't say anything. I value my life. um, Isaac, she doesn't need your help. Child, I will banish you from my Minecraft server. Um, but yeah, no. One of the cooler stream ideas is coming up. Do it or B script. Isaac, I will seriously ban you if I see another B script montage. Isaac, try me, boy. I will do it. Isaac, what have I done to you? What have I done to you to deserve being treated this way? Slip of the tongue what? Never get to hear the end of it. So yeah, one of the cooler streams I think for this month is coming up this Tuesday. It's kind of, I don't think I'll only ban if it's the movie script. I will ban if it's anything other than general chat. And if you have to question what that means with what you're thinking about, I wouldn't do it. Because, yeah. But I don't have a name for this Tuesday stream. At least I don't think. It might be in my stream, or it might be in my content calendar, but I just can't remember what I called it. I need to, because I need to create a thumbnail for it, I know. Oh, Calm Thoughts. Yeah, okay. That's right. So yeah. So Tuesday's stream at 8 is called Calm Thoughts. Pastor sent me an email with like learning how to talk about like I don't want to say necessarily mental health, but like calmness and peace and things along that nature. That I thought I like it. I'm trying to think of like ways to do it, and I thought election night would probably be the only good time this week, and it didn't necessarily have to be this week, but it was one of those things like I want to do it, and I got to do it like while I'm thinking of it. Type thinking or type mentality, and yeah. So I'm excited for that one too. And then the first and third Friday of this month, I'm doing something that's called. It's not original content. Trust me when I say this. Once again, I will say election scary. It is, and that's another reason why I wanted to do a calm thoughts type stream where I don't want to say it'll be like a meditation style stream, but it'll be a way for us just to kind of breathe, practice breathing, practice like intentional thinking, to practice all that. And I did think that it would be a good idea that night above all nights to really just do that. I had virtually on rehearsal for that. Warp it up, guys. Or wrap it up, guys. All that. No, alright. Take 10, everybody. During a production number, I'm not making a major life decision. Owen, we stop here. So does this boy think I'm not going to, does this boy think I'm not going to time him out? Can I do that, or is that only a Twitch thing? It might only be a Twitch thing. The least punishment I can give you is a mute, and that's 15 minutes, and that's too much. So, no backwards B script either. Memers. But yeah, I just thought that would have been a cool stream, or cool stream idea, the Calm Thought stream. It's just a way of just like, it's post-election night, it's going to be chaotic, it's just going to be, everybody's going to be all over the place. And while it is going to be directed more so towards children, I think just families can get behind it, and it just makes sense to me that we do it this way. So, well, Isaac, I hate to break it to you, but I was not born yesterday. I was born 2 days ago. So there's that. Yeah, and I know, for you guys, for your age, I should say, yeah, it does blow not being able to have voice or power during this time when you're kind of dealing with the power of the masses, and as crazy as the masses are this year, I can understand the fear. So, and that's why when it came to, because I want to say, and don't hold me to it if I didn't, or whatever. I want to say I did a bigger like discussion with literally future they're deciding. Yeah. I want to say we did. Hey, can you? Yes, Isaac, I can read that. Correct me if I'm wrong, Hope. Isaac, you might have still been too young. Might have. I don't remember. Did I do like a big discussion-y type thing with y'all about the 2016 election? 2016 election? Because I feel like I did, where we sat down and just talked about it. Whether it was during a core lesson or a Wednesday night live class or something. I feel like I did. Don't hold me to it if I did. But I feel like that was a thing I did. Fair enough. 'Cause Because I know, I guess when it comes to some of like the bigger things that are going on in the world, I hope I've wait for legitimate fair. Um, I just hope when it came to bigger stuff like that in the world and what's going on that would affect you guys. I want to talk about it because I know it's not anything that wouldn't already be on your minds. Because I know we talked about the UMC's decision and stance regarding homosexuality and openly gay clergy and all that. I know we talked about that. I know there's some. I feel like there was some worldly stuff that we talked about too. I can't remember what. I want to say it was like 2018. Maybe that was the initial homosexuality stance on the UMC that we talked about. I can't remember. I remember us being down in the basement, and if we talked down there, it's before we started doing lessons up in the balcony, which that was. I don't think we did that in 2018. I think that was more 2019. Either way, yeah. I mean, I know. I don't know. Really, um, I know the world sucks, and I know the realm of social media has painted the world in a bad light, and I'm not saying that it's false or it's fake news or anything like that. But I also want y'all to remember that social media paints a realm or perspective of it, and while probably the majority of it is true, you have to remember that some of it does come from like the skewed or biased source that you just kind of have to just be careful with interpreting on face value. And this is me. Y'all can use this advice if you want. This is coming purely from me. When you do your research, try and take it from a non-biased perspective. In today's time, that is such a hard thing to do. And that's something I've thought about for a while, is that we're taking opinions from people and treating them as the news, which is just not healthy by any stretch. Like I was on Snapchat the other day and reading like, Diddy says that if Trump's elected, y'all better watch out. And it's like, my first thought was just like, who cares what Diddy says? I understand advocacy, but we're treating that as to me at least, and this could just be like an impatient perspective on everything, which I'm not gonna say it's not, but it's just we're taking these celebrities who think they know what they're doing with the sure. I mean, if you don't mind it talked about over stream, sure. If it's something a little bit more personal, you can message me. Whatever works. Whatever makes you feel more comfortable. Let me phrase it that way. Yeah, I have no problem with that. Yeah, so just when you do your research on things like that, and I know Wisp is there, I'll talk to her later. Just please be careful where you get your information from, whether it's, family, friends, social media, other sources. I mean, that's why when I talk about stuff, I try not to talk about what I don't know. And if I do talk about stuff I don't know, I really reinforce the fact that I just don't know it. Because I'm not going to talk about things I just don't feel confident on, or if I don't have enough head knowledge about, and I have no problem going back and doing research on it to see what I can find, but, yeah, so that's all I'll say about that. Just be safe out there. I know we talked about, misinformation spread on social media last week, when we talked about social media in general, but Just be careful. That's all I ask. So, there you go. Ish my rant for that. But the other cool streams that are coming up too are on the 7th and 21st. And they are they're what I call virtual living streams. Um, and I didn't think about it until afterwards how it's just a play on like virtual learning, which I kind of loved, and I wish I came up with it earlier. But those streams would just be playing Minecraft. We haven't done it in a while, and I miss our Minecraft world, and I haven't played it in a while. I burned myself out on playing it, and our world has changed so much that I need to show you the updates. So that's what I mean by that. So, but that'll be coming up the 7th and the 21st. We are taking Thanksgiving weekend off, so there will be content on the 26th. There will still probably be, well, the children's Sunday school lesson I know doesn't apply to you, but there's still, that will still probably be there. Otherwise, I don't know if we'll do the chill vibe stream that weekend with it just being the holidays. I don't know. We'll have to see where we're at that point. I think initially I do have it scheduled, but I don't know. And I'm not going to make any promises unless I do know. I still need so much. Still need so much iron. Man. My iron calls are terrible. Oh, I tried to do this. Okay, so basically I'm going to 6. So to sum it up, he's not going to read them, but there's okay. To sum it up, because I don't want to say all of this, and I know since you put it in chat, it's a whole different ballgame, but you have to write an assignment on different liberal and conservative topics in your civics class, very touchy subjects that you and your administration at the school view differently. You're wrong for being uncomfortable feeling that way about the assignment. No. I understand where you're coming from on that, and it's interesting. It's interesting, kind of how you phrased it, because I know that feeling. No, I would say you're not wrong for feeling uncomfortable about it. Oh, cool. That shouldn't be allowed at schools, but that's a different story. No, and there's a reason why I'm not progressing, because I'm thinking. No, I would say no. You're not wrong for feeling uncomfortable that way. I understand the hesitation and the fear behind it, because if you and the people that have a possibility of viewing it are on two different spectrums, there's always that fear of judgment, and the fear of like being labeled a certain way and being bullied or judged because of how you view. If he said that he's not going to read them, I would then let me ask you this, and this might lead to my answer a little bit better. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you trust your teacher in an overall sense? Not just on the civic sense, not just based on the assignment sense, but in a humanity sense. Like, I'm scared my teacher's going to grade my assignments. Right. So how much do you trust your teacher in just a basic humanity sense? 10 being you trust them a lot, 1 being you don't trust them as far as you can throw them. So because that'll also help me kind of formulate my thoughts, because I know what I want to say, but I want to make sure that I tailor what I'm going to say to your situation. Like a solid 1. Okay. So then this is going to come across as hard for what I'm going to say. If he truly said that he's not going to read them, you almost have to run with that assumption to be true, regardless if it is or isn't. And what I would do is just barely know this man. What I would do if I was in your shoes is write what you believe. Don't hold back on how you feel and how you view things. Don't, because there's no reason for that. We need to be open and transparent with how we're feeling, on a variety of stuff too. And the assignment calls for it, so you got to do what the assignment says. I understand the uncomfortability with him reading it, or with him grading it, or with the possibility of other people viewing it. I understand the uncomfortability by that, but you can't be. I don't want you to live in fear of standing up for what you believe in. I don't want you living in fear of standing up for what you believe in and hiding behind a closed door, so to speak, because of it. I don't want you living in the shadows because of it, and I don't want you to become hesitant because of that. We need for those that don't agree with the vocal majority about certain topics. We need to be the communicators of how to learn how to have that civility between two people in a conversation. And right, and I fully understand that, Hope, and I actually know what. Hold on. Just hold on. Because I understand that, I just want you to be honest with yourself. I want you to be honest with him. I don't want you to kind of tailor your responses towards his possibility of a negative viewpoint, because that's kind of the focus on where this is. If you stick with me for a minute, hold on, let me read the longer message. I'm totally fine if you show us this level. I don't understand why the assignment is open to the entire school. That shouldn't be if it's for his class. I don't know if it's a system thing or anything like that, but what I want you to kind of remember is base your thoughts over what you know as solidified truth. And what do I mean by that? Base what you know on facts that are proven with evidence that cannot be proven false. So to throw into perspective that you're afraid of other people reading it that shouldn't. While it's a possibility, oh, okay, gotcha. Um, while it's a possibility, you kind of just have to. It's a case. See, I got too many thoughts bouncing around my head about this. Um, you kind of just have to be able to acknowledge it and progress through it. Um, so to talk about a couple of the points that you're talking about here. What's the first one? So you're afraid that your teacher is going to grade differently because did she say? Well, I hope that goes well for you. Um, gosh, yeah, because I with this being a public stream too, it's funny because I'm watching what I'm trying to say. Just I feel like nothing I'm saying is helping. um, just when you do the assignment how you would do it, no matter what. You know, do not hold back on how you feel over the specific topics that you're being forced to talk about. Don't. I want you to be honest about it. That's what I would be. Right. Are you not about it from the aspect of how obvious it is? Sorry. Are you? You're not about it. I just want to make sure I'm understanding right. You're not on it. You're not about it because of how obvious it is, or because of how you fear the response from teachers and other administrators would be. I kind of want clarification on that before I continue my thoughts because my thoughts are kind of tailored towards a certain mentality, and I want to make sure that how I'm tailoring this um, makes sense. Yeah, because there's a specific way I want to approach this, and I want you to be able to do it with. I want you to do it with confidence. I don't want you to hold back on the assignment at all. I want you to answer it honestly. CHS is okay. Okay, so that's what I was thinking. Um, I want you to do it. I would personally want you to do it. Obviously, you know your comfort level. If you're still uncomfortable after anything I say, you you follow through with you overall. Okay, don't change your mind because of me. So I know you're uncomfortable with it. How I would approach it is do the assign. It's kind of the idea that the idea I'm going to have comes from the concept of like do it and deal with the consequences later. Um, there's a way to talk about these subjects civilly, and I understand the concept of you in the high school and CHS having different viewpoints on it, and I understand the fear of being in the minority and being singled out, hated on, bullied, I understand the concept of all that. I shouldn't say I understand the concept because that leaves it very broad. I do understand how that feels. But what I want you to do with it isn't necessarily the mindset of doing it in fear. I want you to do that in the CHS as in civil. Right. This would need to be the time where you would have to be the adult in this situation. You would have to be the one that is kind of standing firm. And I know confrontation and social anxiety is going to fight all this. I know it. Um, to be the adult and go through with what you believe in and stick to it. Answer whatever questions comes your way with honesty, without attacking the other side either. Um, and to kind of lead by example on how to have that conversation in civility. Um, it's not the easiest thing, and I would much rather be on the route of just not doing it at all because, me, I don't like confrontation either. But I think in a case like this, I would want you to do it, feel proud of do it and feel proud of doing it at the same time. I don't want you to go in and half do it, not give it your 100%. And I don't want you to do it out of fear at the same time. I want you to do it in an act of saying what you believe, considering you're being forced to at this point, and just doing it with your head held high and feeling confident about it. And like I said, however they respond, face value, not knowing your teacher, only based off of what you're telling me. If he says that he's not going to read it and that other administrators aren't going to read it, which if they would, I think that's dumb, anyways. Um, you kind of have to lean on the aspect of trust in that semblance. And I know you don't trust him as far as you can throw him, but there's part of me that's like, what is within your control to manage? And if he says that he's not going to read it and that other people won't read it, then me personally would still trust him to, like, okay, this is what you promised me. Is that conversation in writing by any chance? Like to say that I'm not going to read it or nobody's going to read it or anything like that. Because if it's in writing, and then he does show it, or that other people do see it, then that's a break of contract, and or break of a binding contract, and then there's some issue with that. But um, yeah, it's on recording. Okay, so you have the verbal recording to say, nobody's going to read it. So if he does kind of renege on that, then you have that idea that, okay, you promised me this. This is what you had said. You other people had access to it and read it, and now I'm in this situation. Now you can be like, this proof, and you can't. You know, it's again finding that hardcore concrete truth that he said this, but this is what happened. And I'm not saying to fight the system with it too. I mean, obviously, just be smart about it overall. Um, which I trust. I trust you to do that. Um, yeah, just I know this is hard. Trust him that if he said nobody's going to read it, nobody's going to read it. And I know it's uncomfortable to throw yourself to the wolves like that, um, but you're doing what the assignment said. You answered it with your truths and your rationale, and I guess how other people respond is outside of your control. and you can't control that. Now, obviously, you can control what you say and how you respond to it, but that's it. And if you understand it, and if you attack it, I think from the mindset of, I already know I'm going in as the minority. I already know that I'm going in, you know, in an uphill battle. All you have to do is pretty much hold your head high, answer every question, don't fight, don't bicker, don't argue with them. Have that civil conversation. If they're baiting you into a fight, walk away from it, because you don't have to be invited to every argument or you don't have to participate in every argument you're invited to. That is scary. That is scary from that mindset. Um, and it should never have been phrased that way. Um, I think that's the issue, is we're taking it very bluntly, and it's got so much shock value and fear mongering that, I mean, it's no wonder why there's that much hesitation for you to do this. Um, I am not one to voice how I feel, and if you remember, like the big, uh, if you remember, like the big, the big meeting we had in the fellowship hall in February or January this year, which, believe it or not, that was still this year. Wow. Um, and when I spoke, I never truly said how I felt. I never truly said where I stood on the entire situation. Um, but I spoke how I felt. And I get your point. I do. I don't know. I feel like I'm beating around the bush so heavily here. I don't know what to say that sounds like or is the right thing. Not that there is a right thing in this case. Um, just trust your gut above all. Your gut's got that real instinct to truly help you define like right and wrong, and um, and just kind of roll with that there. Try not to make decisions out of an emotional response either. Try to make them out of pure rationality, um, which is a hard thing to do. Um, and that's why I focus so heavily on like truth and what is truth and how truth is defined. Is because when we make decisions based off an emotional response, our emotions usually at that point of a decision making process are so unstable that how we feel versus how we think are in two different realms. And that's why I say focus on what you can, what you know is truth, not based off of what you feel, but what you know is truth, and b um, focus it off of rationale, focus it off what is concrete and what what you're confident on. I think those 2 points are the same thing. Um, yeah, and just kind of roll with that and see how you feel. I mean, when is the assignment like technically due? Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you still have time to truly sit and process it, then take that intentional time to sit and process it. Acknowledge the uncomfortability with it and see if there's any room to give yourself some extra grace and say, yes, this is going to be rough, but, you know, I stick up for what I believe in, or yes, you know, other people can read this, but I'm not hiding myself from the truth anymore. And see if there's any room of flexibility to kind of, I want to say, make yourself feel better, but see if there's any kind of room that you can just kind of grow. I guess in that sense. No, that's not the right word. Um, Hopefully you know what I'm trying to say. um, yeah, just take that intentional time and meditate on it, pray about it, and see what still happens. And if you guys are fighting it, which is, um, I don't think you're in the wrong for feeling uncomfortable with it. Um, and I know I've been very much in the realm of, uh, you know, still sticking up for you, teacher, and you doing the assignment and all that. And I hope with that mindset that you're not, feeling like I'm not taking you seriously or I'm not discrediting your uncomfortableness with it, because that's not the case at all. I like the true mediator I tried to be. I think I'm trying to just find a good middle ground of it all. Um, yeah, just I understand, and it's part of the reason stuff like that is part of the reason why I don't talk about politics or religion or anything like that. And go figure, I've worked in youth ministry, worked in a church for 7 years, and you don't talk about religion. Um, no, I don't. Um, Sorry, your phone died. Oh, you're okay. Um, what was the last thing you heard? And then I'll go from there. Excuse me. And we'll probably go to 11 guys, just because we're having this conversation, which is okay. Which is okay. I just want to make sure that you guys are aware that it's okay to have this conversation. I'm glad to have it. Died right after you commented. Gotcha. Um, I can't remember what I was talking about. Um, that far back. Overall, hope I acknowledge your uncomfortableness with it. I don't. I know I've been very like gung ho about like you should still do it, and the teacher said it, and all that kind of stuff. And I'm hoping that saying what I've said so far has not kind of has not like discredited your uncomfortableness with it, or not, or has shown that like I'm not taking it seriously because I am. Um, like the true mediator I am. I think I'm just trying to play both sides of the coin on it and trying to find a true middle ground, even though there probably isn't one. Um, but this this type of thing that happens, and like you said, I think if it was based on like liberals view this, conservatives view this, tell me what you think. You know, if it was viewed like that, then because then you'd have that neutral ground to work on, but you don't. Well, it's only willing to talk about that. So oh yeah, I mean yeah, you're in the same boat I am. If there's people if people that are a knowledgeable and b I can trust to talk to about how I view certain things, yeah, I'll talk to them blue in the face. You know that. Um, but yeah, when it's people I don't know or people that I don't know where they might be coming from, yeah, you kind of want to recluse yourself on that because you don't know whether you're going to get slammed or praised. And I get that. I do. And that's why I don't really talk politics or religion to anybody. I don't. I'll do these videos and that's talking, but I'm not talking directly to somebody. You know, Talking to you guys is different because, I'm teaching. It's a whole different ballgame. But, I just won't talk politics or religion to people that I don't trust or people that I don't know or I don't know where they view. Um, and that's kind of, in a roundabout way, that's kind of where my blog stuff kind of came from. It gave me that realm to talk about how I feel, how I view, how I look at certain things without the realm of somebody chattering back directly. Um, and yeah, I just think that, and it's funny. It's funny to me every time I think that way because it's like you don't talk about religion, Mark. You've worked in a church for 7 years, right? But I've also worked in a denomination that is very volatile in where they stand right now. So it's very easy for me now to talk about church. Now I have my own definition of church compared to probably the denominations, but that's a whole different can of beans for a whole different can of day. But I hope anything I've said in the past, however long I've done this conversation, has helped because I feel like I've just rambled, and I don't know if there was a point, and if there was a point, it was helpful. I feel bad, but was I any help, or did I just ramble? Because I feel like I did both. Moderately helpful. I'll take it. Yeah, I think overall, if I had to like bottom line it, I don't want you to. I understand the uncomfortableness, but at the same time, I don't want you to feel uncomfortable with viewing life, viewing things how you view them. I want you to know that your opinion has value just as much as other people's, and that where you stand on things has just as much value as where I stand on things, where others stand on things. I don't want you to feel scared for viewing and believing things the way you do. Your opinion is yours. It's not up to me to change it. It's not up to anybody else's to change it. You take in everything that you need and you sow what you've planted, you know. And if it needs to be weeded out, you weed it out. If it needs to be watered, you watered. You understand life as you grow up. And I'm not saying it as the 25-year-old guru like I'm trying to be, like I know it all, because I don't. That's okay. Um, but I just don't. My bigger fear out of all this was I just don't want you to feel unsafe for viewing how you view things. Because no one, regardless of age, gender, sexual orientation, status, whatever, should be looked down upon or looked negatively at for viewing certain areas of life in different ways. We all share this one earth and we all need to learn how to believe differently but live civilly. And it's okay if you and I have different things, but we at the end of the day, if we share that same love that God loves us with others, then the world is a better place. And unfortunately, it does take the minority to show that. Um, because the vocal minority or the vocal crowd is too busy screaming at each other to to do otherwise, and we just have to be that quiet, loving communicator to show how it's done. And I just don't want you to be afraid of that. I want you to be you. You are a beautiful, kind, and loving person, and I don't want that to be taken advantage of in any way, nor do I want you to be bullied because of that. And yeah, so take care of yourself with that. With all that being said, don't let it weigh on you heavily. Acknowledge it and try to progress through it. It's the best I'll say. But we'll end that conversation there. Because we have talked for so long, I will continue the Chill Vibe stream until 11. That way we can get through some more Animal Crossing and the Life of Bob. So there you go. I love that. I love having a conversation like that. And that's the thing. We need to have, adults especially, need to have this type of conversation with you guys to understand that you and I can view differently, but it's okay. Because we don't. We're in a mindset that, like Aaron Hansen said best, most wars start with the concept of, hey, because you're not me, let's fight. Rip Isaac, though, yeah. Isaac might have had to go to bed because it is late and it is going to be a school night. I don't know if he has in-person school tomorrow. So, he might have actually had to go to bed. But yeah, that's why I try to be as open and as honest with you guys, because more adults need to have conversations like this with y'all, because y'all are still human and y'all still trying to find your place in the world like most of us are, and just because you're kids doesn't mean you're not in the same boat we are. I don't know. That's just how I view it. Took the PSAT on Thursday. Fun and gross. How'd that go? No, Blathers, I'm a bit busy. 6 donations, okay. I don't remember sophomore math. What was sophomore math? Yeah, sophomore math for me was geometry, and that is the worst math class I ever had in any college, in any math class I had, junior high, high school, or college. Do I times some really bad comprehension? I get that. I always kind of, when it came to reading comprehension, I'm gonna say I cheated, but I would, my words per minute reading wise was always higher than it probably should have been, because I never, quote unquote, read it. I always skimmed it. And he has some cute names. Yeah, I was never good at geometry. But yeah, my reading comprehension was never good because I never slowly read. I skimmed fast and was able to read it multiple times. Enough to regurgitate information, and that is the most terrible thing I have ever done to myself, because it killed my reading vibe, and I'm so glad I slowed down, um, outside of doing normal reading stuff, and and a lot more intentional with reading, because I would have been screwed otherwise. So, and that's the one thing. I think that's the one thing I've enjoyed about like Bible reading, and this is going to be probably the most nerdiest thing I've ever said. Is you kind of just are able to, once you read it out loud and slowly read it and go back and read it and read it and read it like you have to with the Bible, your comprehension of it builds like so heavily that I almost want to say, and might go against some other practices, but reading the Bible is a good source of reading comprehension because you can never understand what the Bible says the first time. You do always have to go back and read it, and I forgot I shouldn't be running right now. Gosh, man. Look at that fire. Oh my gosh. What kind of teacher is that? Ugh. Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Oh my gosh, that's stupid. That's no bueno. Why is my hair sticking out like that? Gosh, looks like I have a coat. Actually, it looks like I have like the tiniest man bun ever. I don't even know why my hair's sticking up in bed like that. I just noticed that too. Wow, that's no bueno. Wow, that's not cool. That's not cool by any stretch of the imagination. And see, this is, I understand, trying to be funny, to be hip with the kids. I do that. You don't, that's self-deprecating. And I know we self-deprecate on ourselves all the time. Don't do that, especially if you're a teacher where you're supposed to uplift and be a motivator. Ah! It, ah! Not cool. I'm sorry. Is it our Bob? Like the Animal Crossing Bob? Or was Bob the geometry teacher? And if you, I guess if you see me looking down like this, it's because I'm reading chat on my phone because I still finished on Bob comparison. Got him. But I'm reading chat on my phone, and I have the pop socket. Which, did I ever show like this pop socket? Because I would love this pop socket. Oh, it might not show because it's chroma key. Because I play games periodically. Look how cute Tom Nook is! Thanks. When you go to your tent, it's in front of the... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm a weird Tom Nook. Oh, he looks adorable. And it's true, he is the devil. Tom Nook is Satan. So I promise, we're going to get the Nook store before I close the stream out tonight. I don't care what anybody says. Well, I just killed my mums. Between that and the 6... Oh man, if we can get all that in one day, I'd be happy. Get the last 6 donations, plus getting Timmy and Tommy's shop up and running. I'm down. Where'd you go? You didn't even say goodbye. Where did you go? Oh, dude. Hope and I just had like this heartfelt conversation. I didn't even play, so you didn't miss much. I just sat and talked for like an hour. I felt. I took a shower. Okay. So I'll let Hope fill you in as much as she wants, but yeah, hey, you didn't. Yeah, we just sat and talked. We chilled. We had a chill vibe going. Do your homework, Hope. I get it. It's not good. That's a good summation. I need iron. Boy, Bob. I know, Bob's living kind of rich. He's got, what, 32,000? Not even bad. Plus I have 2 money trees, I think, though. So I got an extra 30,000 coming soon. Boys living that high life. Yeah, you. Yes, that's still completely stupid. I never even had a college class that put tests that high. There's a money tree. So if I see it, I'll point it out a little bit more. But there are these gold like holes you can dig up, and they give you 10. They give you 1,000 bells. But if you don't cover it up, you can take out like 10,000 bells from your bank or from your wallet and plant them. And if you plant 10,000 bells like I did, it'll grow, money will grow on the tree, and you're eligible to get 30,000 bells like I did. And, yeah. Standardized testing! Woohoo! That blows. Yeah. To me, it should be the complete opposite. You know, put more grades, more value should go on, you know, assignments. You know, the retentiveness of knowing what you know over a course of period of time, not just what you know about everything you learned at one time. Call me totally nutty. But, oh, I better have another rock available. I am 2 iron away. I'm so bad. Bye bye Axe. Yeah, one of these days I'll get the better recipe, but I think I have to get the Nook shop first in order to buy the recipe, unless hope. So this one right here is a money tree that I planted. I think it takes like a week for it to sprout up. Don't hold me to that. Hey, there's Canberra. The Aussie. Right, and that's the thing, you know. How often are you going to get tested in the workforce? It's not like Pastor comes up to me and is like, Mark, quick, what's Genesis 28:34 say? Oh, they're adorable. Ah, they're adorable. You know, it's like, who cares about a test? But I get it. I don't work on the school board, and I don't work on the state board of schooling or whatever it is, state board of education. And what I say here has no mark or value. So here we are. Yeah, like I said, I've never even had a college class value standard or value like cumulative testing at that high of a percentage. I almost want to say the highest I remember is like a 30, maybe 25. I remember one. It was like, I know it was like a 40-40-20. I think it was like 40 assignments, 40 quizzes, 20 tests. Don't hold me to that. But in the oil barrel. Yeah, and I don't know what an incentive would be to even make it more, other than, you know, obviously like changing the weighted average, changing the weights of it all. But yeah, yeah. I mean, tests are probably what, 1 2 hour section of time, where everything else is, you know, 2+ hours per assignment. Yeah. No, that section itself is not balanced right to me. I think somebody messed up somewhere. In all honesty. Excuse me. I got CPP. So I get the idea of these rugs because they're supposed to be cool. Why are they not in the shape of like a square or something? Talk about that. I could rant on that a little bit. Enough of my tricks, master. It's like important. Right. So it's. I mean, it's not even like an incentive to show up if it's like, hey, just do well on these tests. Okay, bye. Which I'm not saying you should skip either, because that would be irresponsible of me, but... Yeah, it's just not... Yeah, it's just not right. It's not right, man. Okay, which rock haven't I hit? And I can shuffle. I can turn comments off after the video, I think, Hope, if you want me to. No, Isaac, don't at people. It's not nice. The only person you're allowed to at right now is me. Can't tell if that's my monitor or what, but man, this room seems like a lot more yellow. Yeah, Isaac, don't don't do that. We can use the chat for a way of venting, but don't take it any further than that. Because that ain't cool by any stretch. You can at me all you want. I think I regret saying you can at me all you want, but... Don't abuse the power I give. You know what? I don't know if that would be a fun story to tell. Hey guys, I got detention. Why? My teacher read something from an Animal Crossing stream. My youth director did. Yeah, that'd be kind of funny, but yeah. I mean, Hope, are you serious? I mean, I can disable comments, I think. If you're that worried about it, I don't want to put you in an awkward spot. So if you're that worried about it, I think I can disable the comment from this stream in particular. I think. Oh no. But I have no personal problem here. What is this? Oh, that means I might have to chat. Yeah, no. I don't know why I keep hitting yes. I think I just do it to make it feel good, because I always felt bad if I skipped. Well, there's explanations. That's nothing. Okay. Hit their faces back. Gotcha. Okay. I don't want to put you in an uncomfortable spot, and want to ask. So. You're cool, I'm cool. The way they put on these tests is dumb. No arguments. So, well, just so FYI, y'all, we only got about 14 minutes left in this stream. I went on an extra hour for a variety of reasons. This was a good stream nonetheless. Sorry, not making it to... Oh, shoot. Sorry I'm not making it to the Halloween stuff as quick as I thought we were going to. We might just have to play it Friday as part of our virtual living experience as well. So, there you go. Let's see, and hopefully by Friday I can get my recording setup organized a lot better than I do now. I think I know how to do it effectively. I think it's just a matter of doing it effectively, but I'll make it work. So, yes. And if you don't know, I do have a green screen, and I promise the next time I use it for a stream, I'll let you guys meme with it as much as you want. Yeah, fix my green screen. This is popping up a little bit more than I care to. What are we talking about? I forgot. I'm tired. You would have thought the Red Bull I've been drinking would be uplifting. Yeah, it's actually cold. Oh, cold. Oh, I'm busy. I got some. Take this. Take this. Take this. Take this. Minus all the heckers. Two more donations! I need one more rock to smash, and I don't think I have one available, which means I'm going to have to time skip yet again. There's only 3 here. There's not one in the back there. There's 2 in the back over here that I already got. Over here. That's pretty much where I am right now. It's like, I just want progress, and I can't progress because I don't get iron. Which, why is every, like, simulation video game about, like, getting iron? Oh, Isaac. So this is what I mean by, like, the money tree. So so this gold spot right here, I can dig, I get 1,000 bells, but because I haven't filled the whole bag, I can take out extra mons, 10,000 bells, and I can plant said 10,000 bells in herbarium, and then it turns into a money sprout. And there you go. So that's how money trees work. So right now I'm on the verge for 90,000 extra bells, almost like coins. Which, isn't that kind of weird too, that like when you harvest like the one rock that gives money, that some of it comes out coins, some of it comes out as the bags, but they're all bells. Like, there's such a thing now as bell coins, which it never occurred to me until now. And I feel like I'm high. I'm like one of those high memes. That makes sense. It's like, bruh, why don't you? Do you ever wonder why pants are pluralized when they're one piece of clothing? What are we talking about? I have no idea. It's late. I want to sleep. back down to chat. There we go. 8th grade. Man, where was I in 8th grade? 8th grade was a weird time for me. I remember 8th grade though. 8th grade is when I had my first relationship. Also, when I got my first school, I don't want to call it a fight because it wasn't a fight. It was an argument between me and a friend of mine that got just very vocal, that I stormed away from it. Which is funny because I think it was over a relationship. It was weird at the same time because at my middle school, we only had 7th and 8th grade there. So it's like you were there for 2 years, and it's like, hey, off to high school. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm not ready for this level of commitment. But you find out you are, and it's okay. Oh, really? Yeah, it's interesting to be only in a place for 2 years. It's such a formative time in life. And I wish more districts were that way too, to split it up that way. I know my middle school has since expanded to 6th, 7th, and 8th. Which I get why, but sometimes you just need to be around like-minded people. There's a difference anymore between 7th and 8th graders or 6th and 8th graders. I mean, as if our group wasn't just the school study of that, but I think about it more. Yeah. Remember, Hopi. That was 8th grade. That was 3 years ago. Don't worry about it. You've matured into a beautiful human. So don't worry your pretty little head. Alright, we got about 5 more minutes. Is there anything else I could turn in before I quit and rage against the machine? I don't have any thoughts. 2. That's so swaggy. Well, thank you, Hope. I appreciate the compliment. Just kidding. Oh, shucks. Busy. We did it! We did it! We did it! Yeah! Lori seen us! We did it! Sure. I mean, we got 3 minutes left in the stream, but sure. If you want. Make sure it's appropriate. That's a chill teacher. Okay. We're going to save and time skip one more day. And I'll do enough to get Timmy and Tommy's shop done, and then that's where we'll leave it for right now. And then, if y'all remind me on Friday when we do our virtual living stream, I will pick this back up, and then we'll finish out this week. My goal. Yeah, sorry I didn't get through it as much, but we got on a good conversation, and I'm all right with it. So with knowing how long it takes to get through a week's worth of stuff, I might move the chill vibe stream to 7 to 10 instead of 8 to 10. Just that way we have the right amount of time dedicated to it. That's cool. See, that's how you build, personally, that's how you build a relationship with your students. Just be real with them. I love that. Wow. Wow. I don't know what to say. Yeah, that is dumb. No, I didn't pass out. I was reading. Stunning news just in. We're moving forward. There's just this construction of Nose Museum. We built the museum as a very spot where Blazers has his. I am very tired all of a sudden. I can't English. Yes. Yeah. So the museum is done. Yada yada yada. Cool. Time to finish. Nick's cranny. Oh jeez. Wow. Well, See, pee pee pee. Got a point there, Hope. Squeaky. Oof. Big oofs. Alright, let's go get Timmy his iron. We're just doing this. I'm going to save it, and then we'll call it a day. Because I am tired. Mm-hmm. Midnight stream? No, Hope. I am exhausted and I have to go into the office tomorrow. So I have to be up by like 7:30. No. If I didn't have to go in the office and I was working from home, it'd be a different story. But because I'm not working from home and have to go places tomorrow, I think I have. Because if I'm working from home, I can just adjust my schedule. But because I'm working from the office or working at the office, no, it can happen. Just don't sleep. Normally, I wouldn't have a problem with that because I don't sleep as it is. But I'm not. No, I'm sleeping. You're lucky. I just haven't fallen asleep right here. You guys think this area is a good spot for the Nook shop? I like this. I like this area right here. It's kind of that perfect little area that's like right behind Nook's, right behind the Papa Tom's tent. Well, you're also like 13 years younger than me. I'm an old man. Very good spot. Okay. Nook's Cranny, you have a home. About to get a whole lot of life there. Yeah, I'm like 62 years old. I mean, my body is just not how it was when I was a kid. So I need sleepies. I just need good sleepies. So you keep me up past my bedtime. Because if you didn't know, my bedtime is at like 10 o'clock most days. And there goes chat. I'm time skipping one more day so that way I can get so I can see if Nook's Cranny and the and the museum should be done at the same day, which is going to be good. So my phone died where I was reading chat, so I'm pulling it up on here. How old am I, Hope? Tell me, how old am I? Am I like 70 minus 1 years old? Am I like 400 plus 20 years old? Tell me. Tell me. Now for today's news, ta-da! Today now has its own museum, and it's a grand museum, yay! Leathers as always, and it's free. Also, Timmy and Tommy opened up their new shop, small, but they'll change stock daily and all that 8 to 10 p.m., which is not even open now, so hooray for me. Haha, fun. Gee, who would have thought you would have said 69? I'm sorry, I am like very sleepy. And catalog, cool, yeah. Yes, take advantage of next grade, cover big island dinner available. Yes, Papa time? I'm sorry, I'm so yeah, no, I fully get that. Another reason why I'm wrapping it up here. So I'm gonna do one last savey save, and we'll pick this back up Friday. We'll come back here Friday. We'll do the 30th up until we'll probably get through like the 3rd, I think, like November 3rd, and then we'll pick up. Um, we'll do the rest. Oh yeah, and we'll do the rest of the days on the 8th when we come back here on Sunday for the Chill Vibe stream. So, but there's a museum. You can see the museum, and there's the boys' home. There you go. Yes, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up. Wrap it up. I'm so tired. So, but thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned this week. Like I said, we got like 4 streams going on this week. Um, there's a lot going on this week. Oh my gosh, it'll be a fun week. But Monday we don't have anything, so you get a day off Monday. Stream every day, so you don't have to time skip. Let me see how I manage this week, and then we might talk about it. Um, but just as a reminder, tomorrow we don't have anything going on, so you get a day break from me. Tuesday we have the IG Lunch Rush, where I go live during lunchtime on Instagram just to hang out with you guys. And then 8 o'clock we have the Calm Thought stream, where just after all this election junk, that we'll just sit and you know collect ourselves. Wednesday we have the Word Talk Show at 5, and then we will meet on Zoom for game and business stuff at 6. Um, Thursday we don't have anything. Friday we have the virtual living stream where we'll play some Minecraft and we'll catch up on some Animal Crossing stuff as well. Saturday we have the movie night on Zoom where we watch Scoob. I keep forgetting to advertise that. So join us. I will post the links to the Zoom call in the event description, so that way y'all can join us for it as well. And I'll put it in our chat too. That way anybody who just hasn't seen the event page can still come and join. And then Sunday, we're right back here. There's the Children's Sunday School lesson, which you are more than welcome to check out. And the Chill Vibe stream that will come back at 8. So lots of stuff coming up this week. So hope you're ready. It's going to be a fun week full of content, and then we'll go from there. So without further ado, good night. Have a great week. Have a great day at school tomorrow, whether you're at home or going to it. Stay safe, stay sane, and above everything else, stay blessed. We'll see you on Tuesday. I don't remember what day it was going to be. Adios. Bye.